Hey guys, I'm super excited. Today I have with me Colin. Colin, how do you say your last name? Like
It's
properly.
Chiat.
Chiat, okay. Why, Colin, I love you. You seem to be this kind of unique human being, and I'm really glad to be interviewing you. Not only because you reached out to me, but because I love your approach that you're the genie when it comes to home selling and buying and investing. So tell us about you, Colin.
Yeah, that's a cool story, Kevin, and I appreciate the genie. I'm a realtor up in Toronto, Canada. I'm not a career realtor. I was in corporate environment, big business. Actually had sold off my company, sold off properties, and I was decided time to hang it up. And I was talked into coming into the real estate industry, and because they said I was too young to retire. So that being said, off I went, became a realtor, and applied all my logic that I'd used in my other successful businesses over many decades. And the light bulbs went off all over the place. So that being said, with light bulbs, we had to come up with a name for our team. And it actually was my daughter who said, "Dad, you're creative. Why let's not call it Team Home Genie?" And that's what I did. We called it Team Home Genie. We create magic. What's your wish? We'll do it for you. So it was really cool, really exciting. And off we went. And one of my things as far as realtors went, I found that everything was really very archaic. People were doing things in the same manner that were probably done 30, 40, 50 years ago, maybe even a century, and nothing was really changing. So prior to digital, we decided
Colin,
to become very different. Yeah.
I want to stop you there. I'm on the same page as you.
Sure.
I think the real estate market it's a giant, but man, these guys are back in the day. It's an archaic system. I'm talking all the levels of real estate, except for like the Zillows and maybe the Redfins and EXP, whatever it may be. But I'm telling you what, man, these companies are old school. They're missing the point. We're in the 21st century with 21st century tools. And for them to be waking up now, it's embarrassing.
You're absolutely correct.
I commend
Kevin.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. So prior to digital, everything we did was against the trend, broke all the rules. Nobody believed in what I was doing. Daily fights with the brokers of record, other agents in the office who, mind you, weren't doing much, but were great when it came to complaining. So, you hang around the water cooler in the office, cup of coffee, and it's like, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. Well, I learned at a very young age, if you wanted to get up there and really do well, listen to those who are successful and learn. And, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen to twice as much as we actually say. And that's what I did from a very young age. That being said, I started doing things very differently. And then fast forward, decided a couple of years ago that we wanted to get into the early stages of what we're doing right now, which was digital marketing. But digital marketing had already started with targeting, retargeting, and so on and so forth. And I wanted to strive to be different because once again, if you jump onto what everybody else is doing, you just become one of them. And how do you discern who's the commodity and who's actually the shining star? And that's what we wanted to do. So in a very short period of time, just backtracking for a moment, did extremely well in the field. And then I decided, let's take it to everybody. Created a company called RealTech Power Marketing. And we sought out with an IT team. I actually had my own IT team that I was working with for quite a few years.
Of course you did.
And yes, I said, hey guys, this is a tremendous opportunity to get into this for real estate. It's okay, let's do it. We're doing it for other industries, let's do it. So what we set out to do was we utilize satellite technology to identify what is now known as geofencing and geo-targeting. And we got into that way before. Absolutely, it was great. So we started breaking every rule in the book. And what we started with initially was, and we still do it, albeit right now during COVID-19, that's an issue, but we started geofencing open houses. So imagine this. We were able to break in through satellite and track every single buyer and sellers too, because who goes into open houses? The neighbors. Some of them go in to check closets, but others want to see, hey, the realtor that's listing that particular home, what are they doing? Why are they different? So we would go in and we would target every single buyer and seller walking through those doors, capture their device addresses. Most people come in with a phone, an iPad. It's always on. Nobody switches it off anymore.
Right.
And we were able to capture those addresses. Once we had the address, Kevin, we were able to then to target the realtor's digital ads to everybody that is walking in and out of that house and serve the digital ads over all sorts of platforms. You know, and that's all the Google networks and other networks. And every time, as I'm sure everybody knows, you open up your computer today and what do you see? A banner ad. And who is there? There's a realtor which says, I'm your local expert and here's my name. And
how did that happen?
Yeah.
How do they know I'm looking for a home right now?
Well, those people know for people who get into the internet and then you search. So we do that too. But going fast forward into the real meat and potatoes of this, we got into a system where, hey, the buyers and sellers most likely to make a move in the very near future are the ones that are visiting open houses.
Right.
Okay. So we were able to identify buyers and sellers who were perhaps more motivated than your regular buyer and seller was kind of looking, and then you're getting to long-term nurture. One of the things that I found in the field with all our agents and my team at the time, everybody wanted to make money and they wanted to make it now. They didn't like to wait till they got paid 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road. And the other thing was, realtors inherently, and please, no disrespect meant to any realtor that's watching this, but don't like to do things and they rely on everybody to do it for them. And that's where we came in. So part of our creation was that we do it all for
an opportunity.
We do it all for them. Don't do anything. Upload your information into our portal and we'll just do everything, including creating the personalized and customized ads, which are totally different to what you see on literally any ad platform. I'm crazy. We got to be different. You got to be standing out because you're not the norm. Hey, just saying just listed $5.99 with your phone number at the bottom doesn't cut it. What's your value proposition, Kevin? We know that. And you as a successful and mega successful agent in the hub of LA, if you're the same as all the other commodities, you're just following and you're not really doing much. You
blend in.
Break through.
Right, exactly. You blend in. Yeah.
You know, wear that bright orange shirt and you'll stand out. Well, that's what we wanted to do. So, you know, that being said, we were able to then take our programs and target market for listings. So for instance, if you had a listing, we were able to surround the neighborhood, okay? And then target your listing, but with a call to action message, not just listed and a price. And there was a message, then people click on that and we designed the landing pages with full creativity. But more importantly, we were able to devise a system that we could in turn, when people came back into your website or your landing page, we were able to track them through IP addresses, identify them by name, address, and phone number. And by the way, all of this advertising and all of these ads did not require opt-in. That's huge in today's world. So no opt-in required.
Okay, Colin.
We work within the framework of the law, okay, including the latest regulations which came as far as privacy goes in California beginning of the year. We fall within all the parameters. So really crazy, crazy.
So,
I'm going to fast forward, Kevin. So
so,
please, if you have a question, please fire away.
so Colin, you're not just a millennial, you're an advanced millennial.
Yeah, I put on my anti-millennial guys today. we are.
Honestly, you are that genie, because the way you just spoke right now, there's a very select few, Colin, that speak or think and speak the way you do. Honestly, they do.
Okay.
I'm not talking the uber successful, because they're successful because they get it. However, you're talking on a level that agents that I know at my kind of mature age group don't speak like you. They have no idea. They're just for sale people. It's when you know the details to your craft, now you become dangerous, because it puts you leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. It puts you at the forefront. And then, Colin, guess what? You're almost untouchable. You're that, it's not an 80-20 rule anymore. It's a 90-10 rule. And during COVID right now, Colin, I believe 80% to 90% of the agents are going to fall off the map, because of they can't sustain themselves during the hard times, because they're not prepared enough mentally, physically, and financially, because this is business. And you have to treat it like a business, because then it behaves like a business, and then it pays you like a business.
Absolutely.
Even though you're making dreams a reality, that's what we do, Colin. If we do not treat it like a business, then it's a waste of time, because you don't live off of fresh air.
You know, that's very interesting, because one of the things that when I entered real estate, and being a career entrepreneur / businessman,
Serial entrepreneur, Colin Chiat.
Serial? True.
Entrepreneur.
You know, what I found out real quickly, Kevin, is that everybody thought about real estate as a commodity. We were used and abused. We were not professionals. That's the way the public, for the most part, perceived us. And guess what? Our own fault, because we don't show that we're professionals. We don't promote ourselves as being professionals. You get used and abused. So I wanted to make myself totally different. And here's, just to take it to where we are today, Kevin. Where we're today, we're COVID-19. The world has changed on its head.
Shut down, my friend. We are
shut down.
We're owned.
Yeah, and you know what? Open houses. So we had to pivot real quickly, because while we were creative, while we were disruptive, I mean, here's what I believe. We're disrupting the disruptors here. Okay.
Oh man, I love that. I love that.
So we're taking it a step further.
Yeah.
So here's what we've gone and done, Kevin. We can't do this with open houses, because there are none right now. And who knows if we'll ever see another open house ever again. We may not, okay? We don't know what the new norm is. All we know, it's going to be different. So that being said, we've created 2 new programs, which we've just launched, and that's literally yesterday. Okay.
Wow, Colin.
So this is about as real and as new as it gets.
Right.
What we've devised using our logic and our back-end phenomenal tech team is we've devised, beforehand we used to track devices that were going into open houses. Now, here's game changer for agents that want to set themselves apart. We now can identify on mobile devices who is searching for real estate on real estate apps. Okay. Think about this for a moment, Kevin, right?
Yeah.
You've got your phone.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at your phone. You're interested in homes. You go onto your Zillow app, your Realtor.com app. You hear where I'm going.
Home Finder, exactly, whatever they are. Yeah, absolutely.
KW2, by the way. Just that you should know, taking it home. And we can identify everybody that's looking at properties on these apps. And we are creating what we've termed a real-time audience. And that's the ultimate of lead generators.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So if I tell you that right now, in the last 14 days, across the nation, there were over 61 million People looking at properties on real estate apps, that's just in the last 14 days.
Wow. 61
Yep,
million, hey?
amazing.
Yes.
And we can now,
Yeah.
we can serve your ads, that's yours and every other
Right.
agent's
Right.
ads, to these more motivated potential buyers and sellers. Okay,
Wow.
so we started with open house, what I initially called an open house crasher.
Right.
Back in the day, we used to crash weddings and parties and all that kind of stuff before my hair turned this color.
Yeah.
Now we're just crashing into homes, but now we're crashing into the competition.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're
Once again, you don't have
crushing.
to opt in.
You're crushing the competition.
We want to disrupt the disruptors.
I love that. I love
But
that.
you know what, Kevin? I get mad as hell when you, as an agent, and all your listings that you spend good money on to secure, to promote, land up on the big guys' websites without naming who they are. We all know.
Like it's
And
theirs.
you're not even the promoted agent necessarily.
Yeah.
You're down the totem pole, somebody at the bottom, sort of presented by Kevin Toit. I'll use the old pronunciation.
I love that. I love it. Be careful. Be careful. That's kind of a trade secret.
Oh, sorry, Kevin Dutoit.
No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Only South Africans get that. I get given such a hard time, and it's so with me now. And that was my little American. So two things I want to share with you, Colin. When I came to America, they said Dutoit, and I was like, what's Dutoit? It's just interesting. I thought they said Dutoit because I grew up for 18 years in South Africa being called Kevin Dutoit.
Yep.
So then and then the second thing is when I got my real estate license, I went for my first brokerage interview. You know, when you get your license, you go interview with at least 3 brokerages, and you select the best one. So I walked into this office to meet one of the biggest brokers in Orange County in Southern California. This guy's badass. I mean, he's scary badass because he kicked my ass. He would make me go door knock in rain. It would be raining, Colin. I'm with my umbrella door knocking. The homeowners were shocked to see an agent like this is Newport Beach door knocking. Anyway, when I walked into his office, the receptionist said, "Oh, you're a celebrity realtor." So I'm kind of looking around like, who? She says, "Aren't you a celebrity realtor?" I said, "Why'd you ask?" Her name was Ada, A-D-A. She said, I remember her name to this day. This happened back in 2012. I said, so I leaned forward and I said to her, "Why did you say that, Ada? Why did you say that?" I didn't know her name at the time. She said, "Because you look like one." Boom. So that's why you'll see, I call myself celebrity realtor because of Ada. Ada at First Team in Orange County. In Mark Kojak's office was the lady. So ever since then, I took that and I ran with it. And it did me wonders on social media because I got my first biggest close within 6 months of real estate was $3.1 million. We closed at 2.7. I made $65,700 GCI. I'd never seen that kind of money in my life, Colin.
Nice.
Goodness
Nice.
me. I made it in a year working wherever I was working at the time, you know. Colin, I'm going to put your contact details in the description below. And if you like this video, just hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to my channel. I want to support Colin because Colin's an advanced millennial. He's like out there. He's out there in his marketing. He's out there in his technology thoughts. Really, Colin, you're at the forefront of what you're doing. So can I send me your details so I can share with everybody, Colin? And
Sure.
let's catch up in the near future with some more details on how you progress with your technology.
Absolutely. Let me just put my details.
Colin, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We'll
do pleasure talking with you, Kevin.
We're going to do a follow-up. I like to keep the videos between 15 to 18 minutes. You're a legend, my friend. Thank you. We'll speak soon. And
Very welcome.
Brilliant day.
All the best.